What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be working on my 72cc Coolster. So my buddy was ripping the Coolster the other day. I was in the house and I could see him through the window, so I couldn't hear what was happening, but I could see what was happening. And he was riding it, and all of a sudden it just, like, the back wheel locked up, and then he looked between his legs, and then he started walking it up towards the house. I was in the house, I ran outside as fast as I could. We walked up to it. Well, what we had noticed at first was the chain had come off, which we had put back on, and it snapped this washer with this arm on it right off. Well, my dad went home, welded it up really quick. We were all in the backyard having a good time, so he ran home, he welded it, he came back, we threw the chain on, everything, we're all good. And I go to kick it over. It was still in fucking gear, boys. You know, I usually always edit shit like that out. I think I'm gonna leave that one in, because that was just fucking stupid on my part. That was just dodo brain right there. Anyways, we're back on track. We throw the chain on, we get everything put back together, and we go to kick it over. Let's kick it over for you guys. This is what you hear. Oh yeah. She's toast. So, new motor for these things, $350 from the website. Some of you guys might be like, oh, well, your buddy owes you $350. I didn't even pay $350 for the fucking pit bike. So, for me to sit here and say that my buddy owes me 350 bucks, that is insane. I did find a rebuild kit for the cylinder walls and the piston. Hopefully nothing happened furthermore down, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna rip the Coolster motor out, and we're gonna look through it, see what happened, because you can buy the piston, the sleeve, and the top hat and shit. You can get all that stuff for a reasonable price, but like $102. So if we can go ahead and rebuild the Coolster for that, I'm gonna do that. But I'm not buying a new motor for 350 bucks. We'll figure something else out to do with that chassis if that's what it's gonna come down to. So, with that being said, I already had taken the plastics off. They were super loose, and then when it just fell on the ground, they just came off. So I'm gonna get this back up there, because I'm not trying to kneel down and work ground level. And let's start ripping this motor out of this Coolster. First piece of the puzzle. Still more?
Oh, that fucker's long.
Holy shit. Longer than my... Have to blur that out. She looks a little bit more naked without the muffler and the plastics on it.
That was literally just hooked into the fiber, dude.
Oh geez, no shit. Yeah, it didn't even need to come off. Whatever. 72 cc's, real small. But what do we got here? We got a bolt here. Looks like some bolts going on the bottom. And yeah, I mean, it's probably like a maximum of 5 bolts and this thing will come off. So I'm not really gonna bore you guys with that, but I'll go ahead, find the 5 bolts, and then when the magic happens of it coming out, I'll fire the camera back up.
If I had to guess.
So me and Harry ripped apart. We were in the middle of taking the bolts out for the engine, and one of the bolts wouldn't come out, so we had to take this cover off that was right here. Oh boy.
And I know this is timing because my Trail 90 has this exact setup. It's just a little different. It's in like a case like this, but it's the same electric timing.
So this is kind of what we're dealing with. This took massive carnage from when the chain fell off. I can't even like figure out where it fucking lines back up even. So maybe JB weld that back on or something. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be able to get it welded back on.
JB weld should work. I mean, it's just to hold timing.
It's just to hold it, yeah. So now, like, so when Harry, hold that away, Harry. So now when we kick the thing,
oh, yeah.
No more noise. She's good as fucking new. So.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's still like frustrating as fuck because now that's just demolished down here.
Yeah, dude, you can just JB weld right there pretty much it's supposed to be. But I hope this isn't bent out. We'll have to. I wonder if we can unplug that somehow.
Maybe just unscrew it.
Yeah, and weld them pegs back in. I think that's our best bet.
But this is way better than it being completely fucked and rebuild,
100%.
I think. Well, actually, maybe not, because
we do have to retime it.
That and this whole fucking, all that right here is replaceable in the kit. That whole chunk, just boom, right here, new piston, everything. The whole chunk's just replaced. Oh yeah, so we're gonna dig into that a little bit more, figure out what I'm gonna do there, and I'll get you guys an update. So thank fucking God I've had to pull flywheels off before because I had a whole fucking kit. We pulled the flywheel off and this is what we're dealing with. So, yep, that snapped completely right off. We're gonna just JB weld it, put it all back together, and it's gonna be all
somewhere around there.
I was gonna go wing ding ding ding, but that's not true. It's all that sounds like a motorcycle. I don't know. You guys get the fucking point. But yeah, we're gonna have to go get some JB weld, scuff that shit up, and put that back on there. I really don't think it's. I mean, if the JB weld doesn't work, then maybe I'll find somebody with a TIG welder or something, and they can try to put it back on. But right now, we're gonna go with the JB weld. The, you know what I'm saying? The not needing a TIG welder option. That option sounds better.
Sounds a lot better to me. Just gotta figure out where I want it.
Clean off though. Can't even believe that. Fucking the chain, dude. The chain just caused havoc in there. And you want to know what's even crazier about this, guys? Where's the piece? This piece right here goes in here like this to stop the chain from getting into here and ruining things. Did not work.
That's happened to these Chinese cast.
Ching chong, ping pong.
Fucking A.
Tiny little baby hands put this thing together.
I think that'll work right there, dude. Just a little JB weld. Get her dialed in and
go from there.
Go from there, dude.
So yeah, we're gonna head her to O'Reilly's. Maybe pick up some drinks or something. And come back and watch paint dry because there's nothing we're gonna be able to do about it tonight. JB weld takes fucking forever and a half to seal, so. But all right, probably I'll get you guys an update before I call her a night. So, see you guys in a second.
This.
We got the concoction, just gagging us both out pretty much.
Yeah.
And put some big goops here.
All around here.
Beautiful goops. Goopy.
Goopy.
Yeah, you guys get the point. So we're gonna JB weld this. Let this sit. We actually did grab like the faster stuff, so maybe in like an hour I'll get back to you guys. And I'll be able to start it without the protective cover on, so. And we didn't kick anything over, we literally just took the flywheel off the way it was. We're gonna slide it right back on that way. Perfect, beautiful. Didn't mess with nothing. Life goes on, pit bike lives on. That's the goal. Also, stay classy, my friend. So, we snugged the flywheel back up. That piece is back on. Let's see if it's that easy. Do we think it's that easy?
He's trying to gas on it.
Yep.
Gas is on.
Hold the fucking camera right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot we have one of the engine bolts out.
Ah, minor.
Doesn't sound happy. Oh.
The exhaust ain't on either. But what was that? Oh, you might want to hook the spark plug back up. Minor details.
Come on, little girl. Give me something. Percolate. I don't think the fucking exhaust would have anything to do with it.
I don't think.
Usually it's like a one kick fucking wonder. She's not happy.
You know, I just realized we don't have the cross bolts in either.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it should still fucking start.
It still should start, yeah.
I know that that's gotta go down. I mean, this sensor could be cooked.
Did your GoPro just die? Or is
No,
it just
the screen just dims.
Okay. I'm not used to GoPro, so.
We're gonna check for spark. All right, so we put the flywheel on, and we realized that the stator is actually this whole piece.
To go deeper.
So we were like, fuck that, and we were trying to take the stator out. Well, one of the fucking bolts came right out, and the other one is not coming out. So we're working with that right now. And yeah, we're going from there.
Great.
I honestly had zero faith in that working, because these are just some fucking Tractor Supply specials that I got off the clearance rack when I walked in one day. But let's go! She worked. Is this just come off now?
It should.
Maybe a little.
No. Oh, we still got that JB weld on there.
It's coming.
Oh.
Yeah! Oh, that's my engine. But let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Alright. To be continued when my new stator comes. We're gonna put that back down.
I can't believe this thing works.
What's up, boys? Completely different day. I have the stator in right now, and I also need to go get 2 new screws to hold in the stator. I'd take the G right now, but Ricky got pulled over for just having a license plate cover, a tinted one today. So the cops are on some bullshit. Guess who else has a tinted license plate cover? Ya boy. So we're hopping in the fucking Impala today. So I get inside Tractor Supply and I'm standing inside the bolt aisle. Well, nut and bolts. Don't I forget this son of a bitch in the car. So I'm like just sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, come on, Biggs. You know what it looks like. So I go inside and I come out with this little bag. Perfect, boys. Literally the same size. Same everything. Obviously it needs to be the same thread pitch, but being the same size and literally being a star head is very ideal. Let's grab our stator, our supplies, and head back on over to the fucking lonely dirt bike in the corner. Okay, so this is where we left off. Pull the old grill back off. This is what the plug looks like. This is what the stator looks like. A little bit of JB weld on her. Junk. New stator in the bag. Love to see it. Not broken off, not JB welded. Same plug. We're killing it now, boys. We are killing it now. That's what we like to see. Move the camera over a little bit so I can see. Make sure you guys can still see. So I'm gonna drop this bad boy in there. Well, there's a little JB weld on the case. Yeah, she should be fine. Drop this down. Make sure that this all seats properly. Oh my god, my shoulder's probably going right over the camera. There you go, now you're on the other side. Make sure that all seats properly. The safety neutral switch was literally doing nothing. So I'm a little confused on like what that was doing. Well, obviously it was doing nothing, so I mean, yeah, lots of confusion. But there we go, we're gonna screw that bad girl back in. Keyway is still in there. Let me grab the bolts. Now we have our hardware. Oh boy, that would have been fun, just drop that right in the engine. Why is that going in so crooked? Not a chance I tighten that down like that. This one went in perfect. What's going on over here? I guess we just commit. I didn't want to, but I guess we are. Let's keep on going. She's definitely sucking her way back in there. I hope that JB weld's not in the way of anything, because we don't want this cover to leak. That would be really bad. Well, boys, I really hope this thing runs, because I'm gonna be big sad if it doesn't. Like, big sad. I'll be big white, big sad. Alright. This thing I can't really use because, well, the safety neutral switch goes through here too. Which this is literally doing nothing. This was just chilling here. Absolutely doing nothing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not taking it off, but at the end of the day, like I just said 6 times, it's literally doing nothing. A whole lot of hoopla. So we're gonna come up here, find our plug with the yellow in it. Only goes on one way. Beautiful, clips right in. All right. I guess we can stand this old girl back up and see if she starts leaking. I just want my little pitter back, boys. So this became my favorite pit bike. It's just so much fun. It's tiny, it's fast. Well, there's not oil rushing out, so that's great. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do about our cover situation. This was supposed to protect stator, chain, kaboomy. Didn't protect it. We already went over that. but I'm just not sure what to do about this. Maybe I'll have to source like an aftermarket one or something off of eBay. We have our flywheel here. Trying to remember which nut was supposed to be for this, but I do not remember whatsoever. Ignore that I just did that. I'm gonna have to assume that this is the nut. She goes right on there. I'm gonna have to grab the impact and boz that up on there. We're gonna just tighten this up. Good to go. I'm gonna quick Google the timing on this. I really don't think it's that complicated. There's just the T, forward, F, or whatever. I think that would stand for forward. I know this stands for timing. T. That dot's perfect with this. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure. I might as well go ahead and just, since it's apart, throw a Google search at it and just make sure. I'm pretty sure when I did it on my 250, it wasn't anything like drastic. And I didn't spin that. I just lined it back up after I put it back on, so who knows? I'll have to check though. I'm gonna grab my phone and see. Okay, boys, so I went ahead and I don't know why I didn't have the camera out when I did this. Maybe I didn't. No, I really don't think I did. I don't remember. Harry stopped over, so I got sidetracked. I spun it over with my hand and it has spark, so kind of just want to kick it over, see it run before I put it all back together. All right, cool. We had no muffler. We don't want to ruin the valves or anything, so that's what I heard. I've heard if you run things with no muffler, you damage the inside valves, yada, yada, yada. We don't want to do that. So, hell yeah, mission successful. I love it when things go the way they're supposed to. This video is like kind of random because I wasn't exactly sure like what the problem was. I went from thinking the engine was completely blown up to finding that stator and just all that random stuff like JB Weld. Oh my lord, boys, that came right off. So yeah, no good. But this got damaged, so even putting it back on just the way that we had it wouldn't have solved the problem. So, is what it is. Let's get this little guy slapped all back together. I usually like to start like this part and be like, we did it, boys, all the long hard work and dedication. Well, there really wasn't much of that on this one, but kind of came down to a lot of just having general knowledge and just like not being a dumbass. Like it had compression, sounded horrible when you were kicking it over, so it's kind of just like those two things are weird. So like when you put those two things into aspect, it's like, dude, why does it have compression and why does it sound like this? Obviously it's not a connecting rod, like, and I say obviously, but that's what my brain was thinking. I was yapping in that clip, as you guys just seen, and the camera died. I thought it was still on right after I started yapping about how we thought it was a connecting rod, whatever, blah, 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 and then it ended up not being, and it was obvious, and whatever. I go to start this thing up. I'm pretty sure that this piece is still broken enough to where it's touching the flywheel. My camera died and I started it. Oh my God, I literally can't believe you guys didn't see that. This video would have been legendary. From me making this thing falling off the stand right away in the beginning, to my facial expression when it sounded like a fucking Jehovah's Witness. Knock, 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 knock. It's definitely still rubbing on this thing somehow. Me using my screwdriver, my fucking ratchets as hammers. And that's definitely why all my fucking little dicks on these break off. Because I keep fucking using them as a hammer. But I'm gonna go grab a real hammer and pound this in a little bit more. And I'm gonna put this back on. I swear to God, that's what it is. We should start it right now, actually. With the cover off. And just make sure that's what it was. Because that was fucking terrifying. It sounded like the cover. Ah! It's in gear. Why is it in gear? Sounds like we got a little ripper again, boys. But yeah, that cover, this cover is fucked. Just junk. I'll have to figure it all. I'll have to get another one of these. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna pound this thing on quick. We'll pound it back, throw it on. I'll do a wheelie down the road or something. Came back to report, there was no pounding. I tried to grab it with the pliers and bend it back and it just fucking snapped it off. So we now have zero protection from the chain grenading itself into my stator again. Have to fix that, but I did fix the chain, so hopefully the chain doesn't fall off anymore. All right, let's try this again. I don't know, this fucking cover, man. This cover, I swear. Perfect. Oh girl, little Ripper, she's back. Let's go, boys. So that's it, boys. That's my mini pity. She's all fixed up. Going from a tiny little unit that we thought was blowing up to all fixed back up and ripping. I'm glad you guys got to witness all that, me dropping this off the thing. Super sad that you guys didn't get to see my face after it started knocking really bad when I started it up. It was terrible. It was all just because of that cover, just smacking it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. If you do, smash that like button. Please also subscribe if you'd like to stay tuned and see more stuff like this, my drift videos. I don't just do dirt bike stuff if this is your guys' first time watching the channel, so go check out the other videos and comment below. Have a nice night.